Deep within a European research lab, a group of parrots embarked on an experiment that left scientists scratching their heads and grinning in amazement. These weren't just any parrots. They were African gray parrots, the brainiacs of the avian world. Accompanied by their more laid-back cousins, the blue-headed macaws, together they participated in an experiment designed to test the limits of generosity, intelligence, and quite frankly, birdie altruism. The results were nothing short of astonishing and a bit hilarious. Picture this: 2 parrots in clear adjoining cages. One is given a stash of shiny metal rings, 10 in total. These rings aren't mere decorations, they were currency. The parrots have been trained to exchange these rings for walnuts, and not just any walnuts. These are the Ferrari of nuts, a delicacy the parrots can't resist. Now here's the twist. Only one parrot, the donor, gets the rings. Its neighbor, the recipient, has none. The question is, will the donor share its precious rings, allowing its neighbor to snag some walnuts, or will it hoard them all? Spoiler alert. The answer might restore your faith in avian humanity, or birdmanity. To the researchers' amazement, 7 out of 8 African gray parrots turned into feathered philanthropists. They willingly passed their rings to their neighbors through a small hole in the dividing wall. Some parrots were so generous they handed over all 10 rings, leaving themselves with nothing. Imagine being that selfless when someone's waving your favorite snack under your nose. It was amazing, said Dr. Desiree Brooks, one of the study's masterminds. Even when they saw no personal benefit, they kept sharing. They didn't just stop when it became clear they could get anything in return. The recipients, of course, wasted no time cashing in the rings for walnuts, pecking eagerly at the exchange window. Donors watched, seemingly content with their charitable deeds. This wasn't just sharing. It was sharing without strings attached, a trait rarely seen outside of humans and our close primate cousins. And then there were the blue-headed macaws. If the African grays were the Mother Teresas of the bird world, the macaws were, well, let's just say they weren't exactly rushing to share. These birds kept 90% of their rings to themselves. When they did pass a ring, it was often a passive act. They'd drop it through the hole as if to say, take it if you must. It wasn't selfishness per se, just a lack of enthusiasm for playing the role of feathered Robin Hood. The African grays weren't indiscriminate in their generosity. They seemed to share more rings with partners they were close to, such as family members or longtime cage mates. The stronger the social bond, the more likely they were to give generously. This suggests that the parrots weren't just mindlessly handing out rings. Their actions were deliberate, influenced by their relationships. Even more fascinating, the parrots adapted their behavior based on context. In a follow-up experiment, researchers blocked the recipient parrots from exchanging rings for walnuts. When the donors realized their partners couldn't use the rings, they stopped sharing. This showed that the African grays weren't acting out of habit, but understood the purpose behind their actions. Parrots clearly know when their actions matter, said cognitive psychologist Dr. Jennifer Vonk. This isn't just automatic behavior, it's deliberate. They understand the consequences of their actions. Generosity isn't unheard of among animals. Bonobos share food with strangers. Vampire bats regurgitate blood for hungry friends. And dogs will share treats by tapping touchscreens. But sharing a currency like tokens takes this behavior to another level. It suggests a deeper understanding of value in exchange. Parrots are showing a level of reasoning that's incredibly sophisticated, said Christina Reel, a bird behavior expert at Princeton University. They were not just sharing, they understand why they were doing it and how it helps their partners. So what's up with the macaws? Why didn't they share like their African gray counterparts? The answer might lie in their cognitive abilities. African grays are renowned for their intelligence, capable of solving puzzles, learning words, and even using tools. Macaws, while smart, may not possess the same level of cognitive sophistication. Their reluctance to share wasn't necessarily selfishness. It might just reflect their natural instincts and priorities. The study raises intriguing questions about how and why generosity evolves in the animal kingdom. In the wild, African greys live in large social groups where cooperation can be crucial for survival. Sharing resources might strengthen social bonds and improve group dynamics, but whether these behaviors are common in wild populations remains an open question. The forests of Africa aren't exactly teeming with walnut markets, quipped Dr. Brooks, but understanding how parrots respond to each other's needs is a fascinating window into their social lives. The researchers also wonder how parrots would behave in situations where sharing comes at a personal cost, for example. What if the donor's own walnut exchange window had been open? Would they still give away their rings? Or would they once keep them to indulge in their favorite snack? Interestingly, not all intelligent birds exhibit this kind of generosity. Ravens, another highly intelligent species, don't share tokens in similar experiments. Even chimpanzees and gorillas, our closest primate relatives, often fall short in this sharing department. African greys, it seems, are in a league of their own. Birds have long been underestimated, often dismissed as bird-brained. They were proving to be anything but. The African greys in the study demonstrated not just intelligence, but empathy and foresight. They showed us that generosity isn't the sole domain of humans and primates. Birds are still often thought of as less advanced than mammals, said Reel, but studies like this remind us just how complex and fascinating they are. They care for each other and can form strong social bonds with humans too. It's part of why they make such incredible companions. So the next time you see a parrot squawking away, or cracking open a nut, remember beneath those vibrant feathers lies a brain capable of remarkable kindness. And who knows, maybe they are plotting to share their next walnut with you.